You know, football's been given me so much and something that I've loved and still love doing. And still love doing. But I think with the time frame of the contract up here, having previously from the ages of 31 to 34 football, I didn't feel like I quite fitted in. You know, I still felt like the same goalkeeper, but that's not me feeling sorry for myself. That's how this world works. That's how this beautiful business works. And I didn't really have a place. And now I found a place. I've had 3 years, well, 2.75 of pure joy in being able to express myself and play with the personality that I love to play with on the field, interacting with an amazing football club who've really embraced me. And I thought, you know what? Why look for more? What more is there out there for me? I'm healthy, I'm fit, I'm happy. If I were to go longer, I'd probably be searching. And I searched previously and I found what I wanted, so I wanted to take the opportunity.
It's that moment.
Look, Fraser's got nothing but love for this place. He has done. You know, I'm close with him on and off the field. Supported him whilst he was here, and you know, I saw what it did for him and what it did for his career and what it did for him as a person. He obviously played very well here. That's great. That's all well and good. But he also really enjoyed his life. He really enjoyed his relationship with you guys, and you know, you guys are proud of him. He's super proud of you, and it's something that if I can get even a smidgen of what he did, then it'd be a great couple of years for me.
No conversations to be had. I was either coming to do something properly, whatever that may be, or I wasn't. And it turned out that I was, and I have, and this is what I've done, and this is how I wanted to do it, and I've loved it. Loved being here, loved being part of this. I was promised that this is the kind of club, like literally everyone who knows me said, look, even if obviously you can't go in chucking 2 in every week, people will turn on you, but when they see how you are and what you are and how you represent things, they'll buy into it, and people, that's why, whether I do well or not, I feel like people kind of get who and what I am, and that's more important.
Champions again, away, away. One more time. Champions again, away, away. Champions again, away, away. Champions again. Champions again. Champions again, away, away.
So, folks, I do apologise about the delay on the mic. I'm in now. A bit of a nightmare for the second, but you're all certainly welcome in. Hope everyone's doing good. Happy Trophy Day to everyone as well. Bit of an emotional day. We have Joe Hart's final game at Celtic Park. You know, we're going to go through the starting lineup, the team, a couple of players being rested for the big game today. And you know what? It's going to be an absolute fantastic spectacle. I wish I was at it. I wish I was going to the trophy celebrations in the Merton City, but that'll be me next week, hopefully, when we lift the Scottish Cup, and I'll be in Glasgow for it. So let's kick off with the team. Let us know where you are tuning in from. Please smash the comments in. Let me know how you feel about the score predictions today, what you're going to go for. Be really appreciated. And here we go. This is the team. So Joe Hart in goal, his final home game for Celtic. Stephen Welch at the back with Naroski. Anthony Ralston playing right back. Greg Taylor left back. Callum McGregor in that holding midfield position. The captain, the boss, you could say. The boss, the man that controls the engine room in that midfield. We've got Matt O'Reilly starting today. He's on 18 goals and 18 assists for the season. We've got Rio Atate in there. Thought he would have been rested. We've got Lewis Palmer on the left, Nicholas Cunn on the right, and then Kyogo up front as well. Decent team. This is the bench. Scott Bain on the bench, Alistair Johnson on the bench, Liam Scales, Adam Ide, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Tomoki Awate, Bernardo Moyeda, and Forrest. That's a strong, strong bench today. Surprised the likes of Daniel Kelly or Vata or nothing is on that bench, but Brendan's going to go out, wants to put a show on for the fans. He wouldn't want to send off Joe from Celtic Park with a fantastic response today. I watched his interview last night, quite emotional, I'm not going to lie. Shared a few tears watching it because he's got Celtic. He's came in 3 years ago and he, bought into he's, as he said in the interview, he's like, there's no point in me trying to sell this club. You don't have to sell this club. It has its own identity in itself and people know that's a magical place. So I wish Joe and his family the very best. He's played over 800 career games. He's won the Premier League, he's won the FA Cup, he's won the Carabao Cup, he's won a treble at Scotland. He's been a massive part of our team for the last 3 years, and it's going to be hard to replace him, as I said in the channel this week. You get emotional when players leave and you get this attachment to the club. You got to see like the likes of Jota when he left. A lot of the younger fans struggled to come to grips with Jota leaving. When Tommy left 2 seasons ago, it was quite emotional. I'm coming off the pitch against Motherwell. Beaton left as well. But players come and go, folks. It's a business. Memories will always be there, and we're thankful for what they brought to us as well. Happy Flag Day. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. 27 people tuning in. Loads on X tuning in. It's good to see. So if you're on X and you're trying to get over to the YouTube channel, it's the same name. Come on, the Hoop Celtic. We really appreciate it. So we're going to kick off with the team again. As I said, Joe Hart in goal. Final home game. Anthony Ralston. I think Ralston's a good show for today. He's reliable. He'll do a job. Look, St. Mirren are a good team. Stephen Robinson has done a phenomenal job with them this season, getting them into the top 6, and they can look forward to some European football next season. Greg Taylor, he's a good game. Stephen Welch and Naroski, obviously it's for them to impress. There's no chance they're going to start at Hampden next Saturday. But look at Scales needs the rest. Scales is after playing over 46 games for Celtic. Carter Vickers needs the rest as well. I know he only got winded the other night he played on, but give him the rest. Callum McGregor, I'm surprised with this. I thought he would have came off the bench and he would have started Wata today, but hopefully I'd like to see if Joe gets the captain's armband. Obviously he led the team in on Celtic Way there a few minutes ago, and he had the trophy in his hands. So we're all delighted for Joe. We're all delighted. Great servant in the game of football, unbelievable. 26 people tuning in. As I said, if you could subscribe today, it'd be really appreciated. Really would be appreciated. Happy Trophy Day. To anyone that's going to the title celebrations, enjoy it. Just be responsible. Don't get too drunk today. Just have a laugh. And if you are following me on the likes of Instagram or Facebook, mail the page, a couple of videos. I'll get them up. I'll tag you in it. And it's memories that you can build on, And we do it every year. I obviously post up the content that's sent in to me from the folk. Shout out to Shay Smith as well that sent me that video the other night at Rugby Park. Him in the stand, and it was a good video. Obviously Joe Hart celebrating and stuff. So yeah, we'll kick on. Where's the comments today, folks? Don't know why it's taking so long for these comments to generate through. It's probably just YouTube slowing down. So 5 people tuning in. I hope you have your flag out header. Hope you have the drinks ready to go for the big day. I'm gonna say 5-0 today. I just think we always do well in Trophy Day. We always go and smash teams. So I think the last time we were beaten on Trophy Day, we're going back to 2016 Aberdeen beat us. Like, it's a long time ago. So we should be going out there and, not a problem whatsoever. Be a full house today. Johnson, I see Johnson will come on the second half. Jamesy Forrest, very surprised he didn't start, but he's probably Brendan's probably keeping him for next week. So he'll be a start for next week at Hampden. Bernardo, I was surprised Bernardo wasn't starting today, but Matt O'Reilly, do I have Matt O'Reilly's stats here? I had them yesterday the other day. So this is Matt O'Reilly's stats, folks. 18 goals, 18 assists. Hopefully he can finish on 20 goals today. It'd be deadly. It would be absolutely amazing if he could finish on, just build on stats. I'm not trying to damper the mood in any ways. Could be Matt O'Reilly's last game as a Celtic player as well. He's in contract until May 27, but money, landscape of football, reportedly that he's been linked to a couple of clubs in England. Atletico Madrid still could be sniffing around. Inter could be still monitoring the situation. We don't know. We really don't know. Today is about our boys turning up in front of the home fans and going out there and putting a show on and getting a good bit of mentality in and looking forward to next week. Looking forward to the massive one next week. Wednesday was a phenomenal night. I went to the title celebrations at Celtic Park and I have to say it was just extraordinary. So hopefully there's a fantastic display today at Celtic Park. Hopefully, and we have to give a shout out to the gaffer as well, Brendan. Brendan has taken a lot of criticism over this season from the fans, from the media, from the outside football world, like the neutrals and stuff, like saying, "Oh, he's only going back for the pay." Yeah, but there was a redemption there. There's redemption. The situation made the way he left, and he's had to come back. And I think it's time for the small majority of fans that can't get over Brendan Rodgers back to move on. Just to move on. Move on. The bread and butter is winning the league. Next week we win the double. It's not a bad season. It's not a bad season. There's a lot of improvement in the squad to be made. Obviously, we have to strengthen the goalkeeper department, strengthen the striking positions. I would strengthen maybe another centre back and maybe get rid of, like, I know Naroski's there, and I had high hopes about Naroski when he first came in. I was obviously told by Saluska that this guy's going to go to the heights, really big heights, really highly rated in Polish football, and obviously Naroski hasn't really made a stamp on his Celtic shirt because he's obviously got injuries upon injuries. So let's see what happens. Don't do links for the game. Don't do links, man. You're in the wrong place. You're trying to get me channel shut down. Hail, boys and girls. How's it going, Christoph? Is that Christoph in France that was on the Celtic World the other day? Is that Christoph? If it is, bonjour. Rob. Yeah, I'm sure it's on Sky Sports and Celtic TV as well. So correct. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. I watched your podcast. Very good story behind it as well, about you going to your first derby game as well. Really, really good story. So appreciate you jumping on the Gav's team and having a chat. Really good podcast, the Celtic World. Different from all other podcasts. They obviously talk to CSAs. They go into depth with analysis and stuff like that about what's going on. And I'm not that type of player. Sorry. Player. What player am I? Am I a player? Am I playing the whole town? I was gonna say thanks a lot. No problem at all. No problem. Maybe I'll get you on mine one night. We'll see. I don't really do 1v1 podcasts anymore with people because it's just very time consuming getting people on and having a chat with you, and I'd rather do my own thing. 5-0. I'm going 5-0 as well. So just to recap, folks, if you haven't seen the team, this is the team. I'm gonna have to Remove Rob's. I love that tattoo, by the way, Rob. Nice tattoo. Joe Hart, Narowski, Welch, Ralston, Taylor, Rio Atate, Matt O'Reilly, Nicholas Cohn, Lewis Palmer, and Kyogo up front. I would have went with Ida today for physicality, but the gaffer wants to get Kyogo getting a few goals and flag day, so not flag day, trophy day. So yeah. See what happens. The bench is a strong bench. He was only tuning in. It's Bain, Johnson, Scales, Ida, Carter Vickers, Iwata, Bernardo, Maeda, and Forrest. I wouldn't even bring Maeda on today. I'd get him, keep him fully energized, ready for next week, and living in Tavernier's Head. Regards to James Forrest, probably give him about 10. Probably give him about 10 minutes today. Just 2 seconds, folks. Just 2 seconds. You okay? What's wrong? Oh, okay. You should be all right. Give me a couple of more minutes, all right? Sorry about that, folks. Let's see. Comments in. Let me see. So Callum, this is Callum's obviously third season captaining the team to success, and you know what? Give the hats off to Callum McGregor as well. He's obviously he took the captain armband off from Scott Brown when Scott Brown left Celtic back in 21, and it's been an absolute journey with Callum McGregor. Completely different to Scott Brown. And look, Callum has been a fantastic ambassador for the team on and off the pitch, for the club. Obviously coming through the youth academy, he's just been an absolute servant. And go back to his first competitive game for Celtic against Reykjavik in the Champions League qualifiers back in 2014. Ronnie Doyle's first season, he wore the yellow jersey with the green pinstripes and the Magners. Well, the Magners, we didn't wear the Magna sponsor that day, but Callum scoring in Reykjavik just started off his Celtic career, and that loan move to Notts Forest the previous season really matured him as a player. It's mad to think he played with Jack Grealish and all, and not Notts Forest, Notts County. So yeah, mad to think, crazy. But Callum has just gone from stride to stride, and trebles in there. He's worked with Brendan. Brendan got a lot out of him in his first tender at the club. He worked with Lenny, worked with Ronnie, and worked with Big Ange. Big Ange could have went with getting someone in from the outside and having his own captain, but he didn't. He went with Callum, and he took his risk. And Callum missed some vital parts of the first season when he got that fracture in his face, and he came back with the mask on, and we won that 3-0 game. And I always think about him chasing down Barisic with the Cal mask on. Unbelievable stuff. But what a guy, Callum McGregor. Look at Joe Hart. If you haven't seen Joe Hart's interview with Celtic TV, folks, I'd recommend give it a watch. I'm not gonna lie. Had me in tears at the end, because I'm an emotional person. I love the club like you do. I love players buying into the whole love for Celtic, and Joe Hart to go off ending his career. He hasn't before he joined Celtic. He didn't work out well at Spurs from. It didn't work out well from at Burnley, West Ham. He got lost from the halfway line by Wayne Rooney. Clubs he was at was I think the whole when he left Man City, when Bravo came in, his career just dipped. It's a few minutes. I'm on. So yeah, an absolute nightmare. Another 5-0, 4-0. Cheers, Jamie. Cheers. But Joe Hart, I'm going to pick up his stats for you. I'm just going to root this out. 1 second now. Hopefully I'm not boring the ears off you. Just 1 second now. Where is his stats? Joe Hart's stats. Here we are. He'd be up there with the likes of Fraser and Arthur. You know, Gordon was a good keeper for Celtic as well. So Joe Hart has played 151 games for Celtic. He's only ever been booked once with a yellow card, and then he was sent off. Sent off was it against Livingston, if I'm correct. It was against Livy. And then obviously we went on and won the league. But yeah, what a man for Celtic. He conceded 143 goals in 151 appearances, and then 63 clean sheets in there as well. On top of 6 trophies, and we all know what the trophies are: 3 league titles, 2 league cups, and a Scottish Cup, and maybe a Scottish Cup next week. Make a magnificent 7. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So tell us where you're tuning in from. If you are on the YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel. There's only 4 of you tuning in. For anyone that's on X, that's like enjoying watching me on X, give us a follow. I don't be usually on X a lot. X is kind of like my least platform I post on. I know a lot of people love Twitter and X, but I just think it's a nasty place at times. Really nasty place, you know. No prediction from me, but it's a wish that match is pleasant as Wednesday. Maybe we'll go out and score a goal early enough and steamroll the game. Christoph, maybe. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna stay on for another 5 minutes, folks. I might jump on at half time. I'll see what the situation is. Quite busy today. Daddy duties as well, so that's why I've been jumping on and off the camera. So I'm gonna go 5-0 today. I'm gonna fancy Kyogo double, Matt O'Reilly scoring 1, Jamesy coming off the bench and scoring. And you know what? Stephen Welsh header. I'm gonna go for. That's what I fancy. That's what I fancy today, big time. And then there'll be celebrations later on. There will be celebrations later on. I think I might raise a glass tonight. I'm going to my uncle's birthday, big massive birthday party. So I think I might raise a glass tonight. He's my great uncle. He's 80. God bless him. And he always says to me, he's not into football, but he always keeps tabs on the Celtic games. And every time he sees me, he's always like, "Oh, I seen Celtic won. I seen Celtic this." Like it's like he's curious of how Celtic are getting on, because obviously I'm at the moving over there and he's seeing me doing my YouTube stuff and all that. So yeah, I'm sure he'll raise a glass with me tonight to Celtic clinching the league, and I hope he wishes as well in the Scottish Cup as well. It's just nice, you know, that way. It's always good someone that's not into football to talk about it just randomly. He's mad into his rugby, so it's good. I was getting on the plane. Last week, going back to Glasgow on Tuesday morning. Was it Tuesday morning? Yeah, Tuesday morning. And I started talking to a guy on the literally we're getting on the plane. He had the Leinster gear on, and he's like to me, "Were you watching the game? Were you watching the game?" I was like, "Yeah, I was watching the game." No, it wasn't Tuesday. It was Sunday. Sorry. And he was like, "Oh, I went out for it. I went to the Leinster game." And he's like, "What do you think of this season?" And I was just saying, I expecting us to win the league with 12 or 13 points, and it wasn't to be that scenario. But at the same time, the most important thing is the league is done. We can celebrate it now. Brendan's back. He's proved to most critics that, you know, he is here for another 2 more seasons, hopefully. And he'll be back in the summer. So I'll be really frustrated if we don't go out and spend a good chunk of money in the summer. I mean, like 30 million. We have to. We need, if Celtic need to move up from being competitive in Scottish football to a level where we can actually take European teams on. I'm not talking about like a Man City's and PSGs. I'm talking about teams that are maybe Europa League standard and actually getting a couple of results. And, you know, that's important. It's important to the fans. There's no point of paying £35 a ticket for a Champions League night and then not doing it. Like this campaign, we beat Feyenoord. We were unlucky against Lazio, which I was at, and we played really well against Atletico Madrid at home. I thought we were outstanding in the first half against Atletico Madrid as well. How's it going, Edward? Hope you're doing well. Is that the hoodie? Is that the 125 years? So yeah. So folks, I'm gonna jump off. I'll be back on about half time. I'll try to get on at full time, and I'll chat with you regards to the performance, about how we'll start next week, about some of the emotional speeches that were that's ahead from especially Joe Hart, from Callum McGregor. We'd love to know what Brendan's going to say as well. So yeah, I'm going to go 5-0 Celtic. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, to people that are tuning in next, get over to the YouTube channel. The link is on the X/Twitter. Click that and press the subscribe button. Free of charge. Free of charge. Be appreciated if you could help me get to the 18,000 subs. You know, I'm taking time every day to do this, to chat to you. Could be spending quality time with kids, but I said I'd pop on and chat just before the game. So really appreciate if you could just press that sub button. As I said, one sub brings the stats up, makes me a happier man. So I'll speak to you all soon. Might be back on at half time. I'll see what the situation is. If you're on the YouTube, you'll get the notification bell anyway. So have a good one, folks. 5-0 Celtic today. Hell.